Hey, it's Drew Bennett from BenSpark Family Adventures, back with another video. We are doing a live stream today. We are going to continue on our work from last week, where we were working on a world here in Autonauts and BenSparkia, because I am very, if not creative, super creative person. Yes. Yes. So, yeah. If you are here, please jump into the chat. Tell me hello. Let me know that you're here and that if you have any questions about anything here. So we are going to get going with our little location here, and I'm way too huge on the screen, so let me just switch out over here to Oh, Goldie, sorry, 2 a.m. Wow. It was nice of you leaving me a like already, even before seeing the video. Okay, so what do we have available to us here on the first level world? We are doing infrastructure. So what are some of the things that we need to get done? For lumber, we need to build a pallet, store logs, store planks, chop planks. That's weird. Oh, and make poles. So we also gotta make poles, planks, all that stuff. And for the robots, I always mess this part up. For robots, we need to just make one more basic bot. And of course, we might need one more basic bot here. And we'll grab a pole and a tree seed and get ourselves one more basic bot so that we could start the building process. And we need... What happened to my tree seed? Did I just not catch that tree seed? Okay, so there we go. And we're going to make a pole. So I'm going to need to get myself an axe. And already I've got just a whole bunch of axes. And man, there's a lot of pickaxes there. So I've got a lot of stuff there for each of the different items, and what I'm going to make this particular bot do is put everything away, as much as I can. So we'll put some stuff away. So first I'm going to need to make a pole so that we can make that bot. So this will be our 10th basic bot. This will actually get us the first stage completed for official planning robotics, and I will get myself a little certificate and the ability to create a crude gear, and we'll get a slab, commemorative slab, over on this thing. And so this shows all your things that you've done. I guess if you hover over it, it'll show you what you could do. So that's kind of neat. Let's see, what else can we make? So we've got our little robot, and I want to do something here to add more storage space. So, like, we've got these rocks just sitting out here, and we need to make some more storage space. So we're going to get to our storage. We are going to make ourselves another crate. Now, the crates you can stack on top of each other so that they are they give you more space. So as you stack more space. So let's make a few more poles and planks, and not do that. Always hitting that wrong button. So we've made some more poles. We're gonna make a couple planks. How many planks do I need? 4 planks and 4 poles. So I'm actually gonna cut up a few more logs. And these logs, they need to be stored as well. So we'll make that stored too. Okay, so I've now made a number of poles. Let's put that in my hand. And let's get the 4 poles over here so that we can have a crate. And we need 4 planks too. Now eventually I will have robots who will do this for me, crate building robots. That's usually what I find is I start building the items so that you can store things better. So we're actually going to get a couple of crates stored and created. So we're going to take this crate and we're going to pop it just right on top of that one. So it went from the ability to store 20 to store 60. And we put one more on there that'll allow us to store 100. So it goes up every time you add more crates. And it looks like on the looks like on the workbenches we have an exclamation point, and that's telling us that there's a new thing that we can make, and that is the crude gear. So the crude gear, all we need is one plank to do so. We also have a crude backpack upgrade that we can use also, because the crude backpack upgrade will actually give me more space, and I'm finding better ways to use that space. So let's take a look. You know what? That thing's in the way. That's why I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. So why don't we make a pallet to store the a pallet that's going to store the logs? Okay. So we're gonna go here. We're going to go to pallet. We're going to take that pallet. We're going to put it right here, and we're going to say throw one log on it. And I forgot that I even made these things to make planks and poles. So pick up that log, because you can only carry one log at a time at this time. So we're going to take another log and we're going to put it onto the plank spot, and that will get us 2 planks. We need 3 to make our storage item. So you need to put 3 planks there. So we'll get our 3 planks in there, and we're going to need 2 poles. So we're going to make some more planks, and then from the planks we're going to make poles. So I just need 2 of those, and that'll make us our first pallet. And there we go. We will have 1 pallet, and that will be for logs. So actually, to save myself some time, I'm going to program this bot, and this is going to be a log stacker. So our log stacker, their job, we'll get that. Their job here is to pick up a log and put the log over here. And that's the extent of their entire job. Now the area that they're looking around in is kind of small. So what I'm going to do is I want to expand that area using these tools here to expand. And that's as far as that basic bot can go at this point. So it's not going to get every single log, but it'll get many that are in the space. And that'll work for me. And let's get out of here, hit repeat, and we'll get that bot started. Now, that bot should be doing its job. We need to make a few more basic bots. So the next thing I want to do is to make a bot that will make pallets. And it's going to make a couple of pallets so that I can store more stuff. So we need to make, for a basic bot, we need some more planks. So we're going to go over to the little chopping block, get ourselves 3 planks. Right, and if you notice, as this bot is stacking logs on the pallet, oops, wait a minute. No, I don't want to go there. There's a little star that comes up, and that's basically saying that is moving us towards a goal. And the goal is for lumber is to store a certain amount of lumber. So if we look over here in the lumber, we built the pallet. We need to build 3 of them, and we have to store 10 logs and 10 planks and 10 poles. So in order to do that, we're going to need our bots to do some work. Now, this is a basic bot, so we're probably going to need, I would say, 3 of them to put together a pallet, because pallets require, right, for now, because they're basic bots, when they get smarter, when you get better bots, you can do more stuff. But a basic pallet has 3 parts to it: logs, planks, and poles. So we're going to need a bot for each one of those. So we're going to have one bot that all their job is to do is to put logs onto a blueprint. So we are, oh, let's drop him. All right, let's give it a name. Okay, so I'm going to call this storage maker, and then in parentheses I will put logs. Because we're going to use this particular bot to make not just the pallets, but other items that are going to require the use of logs. So let's get that guy started. He is going to go to the pallet of logs to start to get his material, and then put that onto an item that's going to be built. Now, again, we see the blueprint area has a square around it. I am going to now go here and edit, and I'm going to make that as wide as possible, but then I'm also going to move it, because I don't want I want my building to be done in one place, like assembly in one place, and then the items to be moved afterwards to another place. So that is going to be the area where they're going to do their building. And we're going to say here, and we're going to say repeat forever. And actually, now I'm going to take this area, and I should also find a way to mark that off, but I will do that in the future. So I'm just going to take a couple of pallets and lay them out here. It's going to annoy me that one's over too far. So I got 4 pallets. No, I've got 8 pallets. And I'm just going to move that other one over here. And so, as you can see, this bot is immediately going and taking logs, putting them onto the blueprints. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to make another bot who is just going to make planks. Okay, so we need to make another bot. First off, I need to make some planks. Okay, so let's get a log over onto that chopping block, and that'll make me some planks. Because this next bot, their job is to put planks onto blueprints. Or, well, we're gonna need a log chopper. But I'm gonna need to make this pallet first. It's like what to do before doing the other thing. And let's get 2 poles here. So this will make our second of 3 pallets to get up to the next level for lumber. Okay, so this pallet is going to be for our planks. So we're going to go take another log, and we're going to put that up here, and we are going to make a couple planks, and we're going to add it to that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to. Nope. This needs to be plank storage. All right, so we grab the 2 planks, and we'll pop them on here. Now that's towards our planks being stored. We can store 25 planks. Now we see our logs. We're almost full here. I don't know why this guy's. Oh, no. This is the one that's waiting to do blueprints. That's okay. What else do we have for blueprints? Well, we have the crude workbench. We've got the bot assembly unit, and we got chopping blocks. So we could make a couple more crude workbenches, and I could do that as well. So if that fits in that space, see how the bot automatically goes over to put a log on there, and it's going to drop 2 logs on there, and there we go. Right, so we need now to get ourselves another basic bot made. You can have up to 300 bots, and I'm going to have it so that they all have a particular job to do. We're going to start pretty simple, to move through stuff here. Okay, so the next bot I'm going to make is the one that's going to put planks into the pallet. So it's actually going to chop logs, and put planks into the pallet. But I have to make them first. So that means, so there's a little work that you got to put in together before you can make everything automated. That's just how it is. It's going to take a little while to do all that. So we've got our 1 plank that is going to be made into 2 poles. We're going to take this other plank and put it into the bot assembly unit. And we'll get 1 pole to put there. And we do have well, we'll get to that. But tree seeds, they start to disappear over time if you don't use them. But we're using them to plant, to create a sustainable area where there are plenty of trees that'll come up. So our next bot, what will our next bot do? This is going to be the plank maker. So now we'll see how much this guy can actually do. We're going to take our tree right from this area. So the other one is going to be taking logs and storing them. This one's going to take logs and chop them into planks. Okay, so right now we have 8K available, and I always forget. Nope. Alright. Might as well do this while I'm here. Expand that area and move that area over a bit. There's no sense in putting it in where those rocks are at this time. Alright, get back here. And as our little guy here, we're going to chop up those planks. And let's see how much brain power he still has. Alright, so see, now we're at -4 kilobytes of power. So we are going to do some creative coding to see if that will actually allow me to make that a little bit better. So first off, we're taking that weight out of there. We're going to add the chopping block, and this is going to be so we're going to add it to chopping block, and then what we're going to do is we're going to repeat this part here until hands are full, because we want to pick up those two that we just made. So we're going to take the plank, move to plank, and pick up plank. Then we're going to move over to the plank storage. We're going to repeat this again until hands are empty. And like that. This should... Now, here's the problem. As soon as I make this something that repeats... Nope, that's not what I want to do. As soon as I make this repeat, now we're at -1 kilobyte. So, let's see what we can do to fix that. Can we do anything to fix that? That's the problem. And we may have to have 2 separate bots to do this work. That's because these bots are basic, and until we have enough area, enough set, we won't be able to do that. And I just noticed that I'm kind of in the way of the code, so I'm going to move down here. And that might be a little bit better for this particular game. Actually, you know what? I have a whole separate setup here for Autonauts, and I'm going to move myself actually right over to the middle here. Yeah, that should work. There. Okay. That'll work better. Okay. And so we still have this problem here. So I'm going to have to edit this, and basically all this guy is going to be able to do is chop up planks. And we're going to have to make another bot who's going to store the planks. That's what's going to happen. Until we can upgrade our bots and make them better. And so for now, they're pretty dumb, and we need to make another one. So you'll start out with the game with a ton of bots, because if you want to do several things, you need to have several bots that are doing the work. All right, but at least this guy's chopping up some planks, and so I now have planks that I can use to make more bots. And the next bot that I make is going to be the one that is going to take the planks and store the planks. So keeping everything in a tight location, we are making it easier for me to get around and also do a lot of things that need to be done. So this bot is going to be the plank storer. And what this bot is going to do, their job, is to pick up planks until their hands are full, and then put them into the storage until their hands are empty. Now you can see that, again, we're having some problems with the amount of data that it needs, or amount of space in their brain. So we need to make some changes here. So we are going to start with repeating. And we're going to say until hands are full. We're going to pick up these planks, move the plank, pick up plank. And then we are going to erase all the other ones that we had there. Until we get to move to storage. We're going to repeat that until hands are empty. And all we're going to have them do is add it to plank storage. Okay, and now have that repeat, and we still have 4 kilobytes free. And set that guy in motion. He is going to do his thing. And you can see, find nearest plank, move to plank. Find nearest plank, move to plank. Pick up plank until the hands are full. Then we're going to go to the storage, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to store that. Now, if we take a look at our goals, we now have to build another pallet and store poles. So that will finish off all of our goals for the first stage of this game. So we need now to make some more bots. So let's make another bot, and this bot is going to chop up poles. Hold on. What? Why is this? Where do ingredients come from? Which ingredients need a particular blueprint? Oh, why was this? Okay. Awesome. Okay. I don't want the tutorial. All right. Forget it. Now I'm gonna get a couple of planks. I only need 3. Actually, I should have just taken the 4 because I need to put 1 on the plank chopper to make poles. So we need now to make another bot, and I think this bot will be making poles. Alright, so this one will be the pole maker. And let's get them started by going over to the plank storage and putting the plank onto the chopping block. That will make poles. And that's all I'm going to have him do, is that. And just keep repeating that forever. Okay, now before I get that done, I am going to make myself another pallet. And we'll get a bot that'll help us with that, but we need one more bot that is going to store the poles. I should grab one more. Alright, so this will make our 3rd pallet. And we're going to take that pallet and move that pallet over here. And at the same time, we are going to put a new blueprint for pallet in the space where that one was, so that this guy can go over and now put a pole, a log on there. We are going to need somebody who stores the poles, so we're going to need another bot. And we're going to create another bot that's going to do that for us. So, just going to grab things as I see them. Okay, so we need 3 planks. I should know how to do a basic bot by now. And eventually, once I've got all the storage ready, I will have a bot who will start to make other bots. And that will make things easier for me, because then I would just take a bot and program it. But I need to have items in storage before that occurs. So we have our next bot. No, don't pick it up. I want to do. There we go. So this will be a pole storer. And the pole storer will go here. and they're just going to pick up. Now, I don't actually have to pick up 4 to do this. I can just pick up 1 and put away 1, and then with the programming, I can set my repeats. And the repeat of till hands are full and till hands are empty. And there we go. Pretty basic program to get the robot to do what I want it to do there. So now that robot has got is starting to put away the poles. We've got storage here of the planks and of the logs, and soon we'll have more storage of the poles. But we're going to need another bot that's going to be part of our building brigade. So we're going to need a bot that is going to do add planks. So we need to create another bot, and I'm just taking logs from out here. So there we go. We have finished the lumber portion of the stages. So we get a treetop hat and some other things here, and a new commemorative slab. And we've completed stage 1. And look at that, you have everything you need in place for the next stage. Time to bring folk into the world. As soon as we make folk, that's, you know, so you can use a set of blueprints to grow your own folk. Folk are the little people that are part of this world. So we're gonna have little people. This is the nomad community that we'll have. Next step is bring folk into the world to meet their needs. Set up a dedicated folk nursery before foraging for food. So we need to get folk created and forage for food. Here are the plans you need to complete this stage. So if we look over here, so you look here, so we have some new things. We've got our storage, but we also now have a folk incubator and a folk seed dispenser. For the time being, I'm not going to build any folk because I want to get my items that make things, my robots that make things. I want them in place before I get the folk into the world. Because once you get the folk into the world, they're very needy and they need constant attention. So I'm going to need somebody who's going to help me with that. So we're going to make a few more robots. And we probably want to have some materials on hand. That way we can easily make more robots and, you know, things that we're going to need. We're also going to need somebody who's going to take the tree seeds and put them in a box too. But we'll get to that. So this bot is going to be the one that's going to add planks to any blueprint. Alright. So let's see, what did I call my other one? Alright, so we can take a look at our bots. So we've got the hole digger, log stacker, what do we call it? Storage maker. Actually, you know what? I want to change the name of that one. So for storage maker, I want to change the name. I don't like the name. Let's call it, I want to call it Builder Brigade. And again, I will put in parentheses logs. So we know that this builder is going to just put logs on things. So this one is going to be Builder Brigade planks. by naming everything, it makes it easier to find them in the world when, say, their programming breaks down. Sometimes programming does break down. I'm finding that in my other world, but we will see how that goes. So I'm going to go grab a plank, and I'm going to go add it to a blueprint. Okay, and now I'm going to take the code, and I'm going to have them take planks until their hands are full. And we also have to move over to the blueprint. So I've made a mistake here. I'm going to try it again. So move the storage. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. Find nearest blueprint. So that's what I need to do. I need to find the nearest blueprint. Let's make this big size. And let's move that here so that we always have that ready. And now we have to make some changes to... So find nearest blueprint. Move to blueprint. And add blueprint. But we're going to have it repeat that until the hands are empty. And now it's just going to repeat, and what it's going to do is just add planks to the items that we have here. Okay. And we're going to need a couple other bots. So let's see. We're going to need more bots. Let's see, what's the breakdown here? We got the hole digger. What's going on with the hole digger? Why are you not digging the holes? Let's take a look. So, by checking out our bots, you can see some of them have questions. We've got build a brigade planks. That's fine. The hole... Oh, sorry, not the axe maker. The hole digger. Find nearest crude spade. So, let's see where that crude spade is supposed to be. Well, that's not where it's supposed to be. So we're going to edit the code. And editing the code, we have to go over here. But I don't have a crude spade. Why don't I have a crude spade? Because I have no more sticks. Okay. So, for a moment, let's get out of here. Let's stop that. We'll change back to our bot. We didn't have anybody collecting sticks. So, we're going to put a stick over here onto the workbench. Hopefully that other bot will then... Why is it stopped? They were finding sticks, but they're not finding sticks anymore. So I'm going to have to make a shovel. And the hole digger... Nope. Tree chopper pole maker. Well, that's why we use this over here. Oh, nope, nope. We are going to have to go to the code. So, the nearest crude spade would be over there. Why? Alright. That's fine. That is the right location. I mean, he had been doing fine. So I think what I'm going to do is help out the hole digger so that we get more holes here first. So I'm going to grab this spade that's here, and I'm just going to dig a few extra holes so that they can plant some more trees. That'll get us more sticks. That will get us more of everything. Because right now, he's just... That one's digging holes. The other one's digging stumps. Oh, no. No, he's just digging holes from this. He's just digging up the stumps. So he's actually like a stump digger rather than a hole digger. And you gotta wait till you actually dig the hole before that kicks in. And I tend to hit the button a little too fast before the hole actually gets dug. So we're going to keep on moving here. And I'm just going to do this until this particular shovel breaks. That way they can plant some trees, and that will get us more sticks, more seeds, and more of everything that we need. And hopefully we won't run out. And then that'll, from there, I'll build another bot that's going to add poles to the blueprints. Because you want to have your forest be sustainable, so you're going to have enough of everything, you know, enough for it to work. So if you get enough trees, that'll give us enough of the poles, and that'll give us the logs and sticks and seeds and all that stuff. Because we do need to start storing some seeds too. There's also a mallet that you can build and use the mallet to smack the trees to make sticks and seeds fall down rather than them falling down from cutting. It's just like the trees will stay there and you'll still be able to get sticks and, you know, all that other stuff. I don't know if that's any better than anything. But we're going to use this shovel should break at this point. When it breaks, my little guy gets mad. Oh, he got mad. Okay, that's fine. Let's now make another bot. See, we're out of planks already. Why are we out of planks? There's plenty. Okay. They're out of planks because there are no logs in here for them to grab. Because we were making our plank cutter grab logs from here rather than grab logs from the storage. So that's why we don't have what we need. See, now he sees the one in that area and is able to pick it up and put it there so that we now will have some planks get made, and then our bot that moves the planks to the storage will then move it so that it will move it to the bot that has the poles. So I'm going to take that pole and we're going to put it over here. And of course our pole storage is completely full because it is. But in the meantime, while I want to build these other things, I am going to take a couple of sticks that are outside of the area for the bots that are trying to pick up sticks and use those to create a couple more crude workbenches. And the reason why is I want to use a bot that's going to make a crude gear and one that's going to make a wooden mallet. But we'll do that after. So I just need 4 sticks, 3 sticks to finish this up, and then I'll create some new workbenches. Of course, I think I have one more workbench than I need, but I think only one of these is going to do, well, it's going to add me the upgrade that I want. So that's using planks, and as soon as I get 5 planks, I'll do that and make that backpack upgrade. Yeah. But we'll make a bot before that. And this bot is going to be one that is going to gather tree seeds. But I need to put them in something. So I'm going to just put them in one of these here. So I need 4 planks and 4 poles. And as soon as I have more planks to use, I will use them. Of course, I gotta be faster than the bots. Yeah. Not fast enough. Again, not fast enough. So I've got to compete with the bots that are there and pick up items. Just one more. There we go. I beat the bot. And so what I need now is the storage for tree seeds. Alright. I always do that. I always pick the guy up. So this is going to be a tree seed gatherer. And this tree seed gatherer, what their job is to do is to gather tree seeds, put them into that box. And that's all I'm going to have it do. But I need to set that area to be a lot bigger. So right now, we just want it to cover this particular area. But that's as far as a tree seed's gonna end up outside of when something falls, because they fall outside of the soil area. But as long as we set that, and I'm just gonna have them go one at a time rather than a whole handful of them, because this one over here needs to save them and plant them. So we need more planting than we do collecting other things. And we can see our stone storage is full again. And why is this guy not making anything? Near stone. Why is he not? Shovel maker, why are you causing me trouble? Oh, I know why. Because when I originally programmed this, the shovel maker was just getting stone off the ground. Actually, all of them were just getting stone off the ground, rather than getting stone from the storage. Although the pickaxe guy, apparently I made storage before the pickaxe guy there. So what I need to do is re-edit this code. Alright. No, I need that. And what I'm going to need to do is just have my character pick up a stone. And then we're going to take this code. So, find nearest stone. Instead of that, we need to move to stone storage, take from stone storage, and then move to the crude workbench. And that will change the code there for that particular one. And he's not thinking because we've already got the shovel there ready. And also there's no sticks over here right now. So I might need to actually make a guy who goes around and whacks these with a mallet. Hold on. Stick picker. Now what's the stick picker do? Where are they putting the sticks? I think they put them here. Our pickaxe maker? We may have to have him calm down a bit, since the pickaxe maker has made so many pickaxes, but our shovel maker is making our thing. So for now, we're going to select our pickaxe maker. No, we're going to select our pickaxe maker, and we're going to just stop him for now, because we've got plenty of pickaxes, and the stone miner has plenty there as well. What we need more is axes and shovels. So our pickaxe maker, I am going to pick him up intentionally this time, and I'm going to put him in front of his workbench. That way we know where our pickaxe maker is. And you see the stone miner is going to go through those pickaxes pretty quickly, although we do have a bunch of them there. And now we're getting a number of shovels, and that's good, because we're going to want more of these things, more trees made and stuff like that. But the next thing I need is another bot that is going to build storage, or being part of the building brigade, and they're going to add poles to things. So I need another bot. So let's grab another another log, some planks, a pole, and a tree seed. And I'm trying to grab stuff that's outside of the range of where our bots are already working. As you can see, our storage is already filling up, and we want to... I only need one pole for this, but I need 3 planks. So as soon as I make this bot is going to be the one that builds the storage using the poles. Honestly, this game is a total time suck. We've already gone through almost the entire hour just adding more to this infrastructure. That's why this game can take quite a while. So this is going to be part of the Builder Brigade. And this one will be poles. That's such a chill music. Just kind of chilling out. Okay, so what will this guy do? Well, we go over to the pole storage, and we'll select something from pole storage. Then we will go over to the blueprints that are here. Any one will do. And we will add to the blueprint. And now we must set that area so that it overlaps all the blueprints that will be laid down in this spot. Eventually, I'll probably put like a fence around it so that they know that this is the area where they're going to go to do the building. And that's the area I know where I can put blueprints. And we also need to set up some other stuff here. Nope. There we go. Repeat. So take from pole storage until hands are full. And then repeat until hands are empty. Finding the blueprint, moving to the blueprint, adding to the blueprint. So part of our builder brigade here, the poles one, and now we're going to see a whole bunch of pallets get made, and then we can add the pallets on top of the existing ones so that we can have much better storage. So as each one of these is built, I can now move them on top. So this one now has more space for logs. And you can stack up to 3 pallets on top of each other. And that will give you, at least for the wood storage, that will give you storage space for 100 pieces of wood. Which, to start off, isn't too bad. Eventually, I think by stage 6, you get the ability to increase the size of storage. And then what I found is that all of the crates that I made, I didn't need that many of them. And so they're all like sitting off on the far side of my island, which is where I'm going to go to next. We're going to finish up with this particular location today, and we are going to create some other stuff in a moment. Well, we're going to go take a look at my other area, or my other world, which is up to stage 7. Let's just get that one more. So now we have the 3rd pallet for this one. And there we go. Alright, so there's that. We can then go ahead and start putting in some blueprints for crates. And I like to do crates in like a row of 3s so that when they're all completed, I can stack them on top of each other into a group of 3 already. So that gets that going, and you can see my bots are automatically going to start doing the work that I want them to do. And there's that. So if we take a look at what other things we need to do, first off we got to create some folk. And we also have to forage for berries, and we have to feed the folk, and the folk will give us WUV. So they're going to give us WUV. 1 WUV for every berry that they eat. So these guys, when you create folk, right now they don't have any place to sleep or anything like that right off the bat. So eventually they will, and then you have to make them all sorts of housing, and then you have to take care of them if they're sick. You have to educate them later on. I don't think they'll help you at all, but they do get educated at some point. Okay, so we have made some progress. It is now almost 8 o'clock. I am going to save my progress here. And this world, yes, let's make sure that I put it in the correct world. I did make the other one called Eternia. This is the one that I've been working on my own, outside of playing this game for the live stream. So this one has gotten a lot further along, and I'll show you where we're at with this. Okay, so last thing I was doing was something over here. We have metalworks. So what I'm doing here is I've created this little area where I have bots that are creating charcoal, and bots that are creating crude metal, and they're taking metal ore from the ground, and so we got a bunch digging metal ore, putting the metal ore here, and then we got this little guy just huffing along and creating the crude metal from that. So as soon as I get like 1,000 crude metal, then I'll start working on more metalwork stuff. I also have bots over here that they're set to put logs over here because we have one bot that puts logs into the furnace to create charcoal. So they've got, a bunch of charcoal there. So we're actually getting pretty far along with that, which is good. And once we fill up this one, can we stack these? Hold on. I don't know if you could stack these ones too. Nope, you cannot. They are their own thing. Alright. So, actually, no wait. That's a separate blank one. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to take some crude metal and put it in there. Now I'll see if it stacks. No, still isn't stacked. So when they're big, they don't stack. But I'll put that behind the other one. Because that doesn't need to be crude ore anymore. Okay, so we've got this location that is doing its thing, and that's there our metalworks. Now we also have another location over here that is digging up coal, and I have 2,300 pieces of coal right now, and I'm not sure what to do with coal yet, but I am in a stage 7, where we are going to have transportation like trains. So I will eventually be making some trains. So these are some of the things that I need to do here. A lot of stuff going on. So we actually have to now build mansions, paper mill. We're making medicine. And I think we could be making a train eventually. Because if we look at our plans, yeah, we haven't unlocked all that yet because there's a bunch of stuff that we have to unlock with the research station, which we don't have in our current one that I've been going over. Here's an area where I was digging rocks specifically to build houses, and I had robots to help me build houses. I have a clay area here where we're making clay clay jars, clay pots. Pots. Why is this one doing that? I'll have to fix that. Making bricks, making roof tiles, making pots, jars, and pie plates. We're collecting straw, cereal. We have a metal workstation, and that metal workstation can do a whole bunch of things, and I actually haven't really played a lot with the metal only because I wanted to make sure I had a ton of metal before that happens. So here are folk. These folk are sick, and they need medicine. They also need better clothing, and they need toys. So as you can see on right below where I am, I'm gonna have to move myself again. So right below where I am, it says, things are flashing in red. So they're housing. These houses need bricks to be fixed. The folk need clothing, they need a toy, and they need medicine. And so these are things that you need to take care of. Like I said, once you get folk, they constantly need to be taken care of. And they create what's called WOV. So these were their older houses. So there were the stone cottages, they weren't using those. And before that, there were log cabins. And before that, there was like little huts. So their housing changes as you go through. And now the food started out as just plain berries. And then it went from that to spiced berries. Then it went to stewed berries. Then it went to berry jam. And from berry jam, we get ourselves a berry pie. So there are other foods. Over here, I have a milk area. And apparently all the milk is being used to make butter. And the butter is being used immediately to make pastries. And the pastries are filling up here. We've got flour that's being made with like a little grist mill over here. and that is taking the cereal, grinding it up, and making flour out of it. But we have plenty of that. Then we also have like manure. We've got fertilizer. We've got some hay storage. We've got a whole bunch of rock. So in the areas where there are these big rock deposits, we have a bot that all it does is chisel out rough stone. And then we have another bot that all it does is gather the rough stone. Then we have a stone shaping area to make shaped stone blocks. This is our tool production area. So we've got our tool production, and again, why are shovels... Why is it taking so long to make shovels? We've got so many pickaxes, because we've got so much stone now, so much sticks, but it's taking forever to make all of these shovels. I should upgrade the bot, like right now, these are the older bots. These ones right here are the 2nd generation bot. And then I have got a 3rd generation bot over here. So these little guys are my 3rd generation bot. But I'm at the point where when I upgrade this station, when I upgrade one of these stations, I get a 4th generation bot who can do even more, who can be even smarter. Right now I've been enhancing each bot with a brain storage upgrade. So yeah, we've got that. After you make planks and poles, and now you can make fixing pegs, that makes some additional building materials. So I've got panels, triangle frames, box frames, crank storage, door frames, window frames, square frames, crude wheels, good wheels, axles, good gears, wooden buttons, and a hand net. And the hand net is for catching leeches. So we're going to fly out over to where we have our production area for medicine, which I did not program this bot very well because he keeps having problems and is not making enough of the medicinal leeches. So if I was looking at that bot, for some reason I don't have the code working the way I want it to. Something is happening to this code that's not good. So I start them off with having a crude bucket. They move to fresh water. They take from the fresh water. They move to the alchemy station, add to the alchemy station. They stow the item, which is their bucket. They move to the clay jar storage, take from clay jar storage. They move, they leave it there. Then they move to the leech storage, take the leeches, move to the station, and add to the station. So why is it that I get to this point where I think maybe I have to move this code here? So initially the bot will try to retrieve the bucket that they have, add fresh water, and try to stow the bucket. But if their hands are empty, now after they stow their item, their hands are empty. Should be right before that. That might do the trick. So I'm going to have them drop whatever they have in their hands, stop them, drop whatever they have in their hands, and then have them start again. And in the meantime, I need to get my butt up here so that I can put water in there so that it doesn't mess him up when he comes back. So my bot will now go up, my character will go up, add some water to the alchemy station so that when my bot comes back, they're going to start from scratch of the program that I have running, and let's see if they do it properly. So it's probably just going to take little bit of time because that bot now has to run back to get buckets. I only have buckets in like one location. I don't have them in multiple locations right now. I figure I just want them just, creating a lot of stuff, and they don't need to do it super fast at this point. So I can watch. Here's my guy. So he's coming along, and you see on his back, he's got this gigantic backpack. That's allows him to. All right, come on, really. Everything has to be the axe. So we're going to take some water and we're going to add some water. That will then create our medicine. I see this gigantic medicine thing. Let's stow that. Alright, why did he go through all of that just to not get a bucket? Hold on. That's this guy, right? He should be going to get a bucket. So why is he not getting a bucket? That guy has jars. Let's just follow him along. I know this was supposed to stop at 8 o'clock, but we'll stop it in a moment. I want to make sure that this is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Let's see. I could follow him by choosing Medicine Maker. Alright, so the Medicine Maker, what are they doing? They're moving to the crude storage. Oh, that's not what I want them to do. Because what will... Oh, yes. No, that's not what I want him to do. Yes, I've messed up the code. Because when I gets the crude bucket, he needs to put water. So this is what will happen here is he'll put the jar in there, move it to the alchemy station, he'll put leeches in it. Hold on. Maybe he'll do it right. Alright, we'll give it a shot. We'll see if he does what I'm expecting him to do. Let's zoom out. He's getting close. So, Medicine Maker. This whole area that he's going to, you see how that bot's just moving big blocks? It's because another bot, all they did, their job was just to hack away at the stone. And there was a giant stone mound there. So, he's going to get a jar. He's going to put the jar on the alchemy station. He's going to move to the leech storage. And he's going to fill up his hands with 4 leeches. He's going to add 4 leeches to that. Now, why is he not retrieving the item? Hold on. Okay. He should be retrieving... No, you. Alright. Let's see if the bot will do what I just did. Retrieve. It should be retrieve, the stowed item. Let's try this again. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my stowed item, and no, just the only option is retrieve. So if I got a bucket and I stowed the item, that's what I should retrieve when I get to the when I get to the freshwater storage station. Why is it not doing that? Maybe I need to give it like just a moment of wait time. Let's make it wait like 2 seconds. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna drop everything because I just want him to do what he's got. So where is he? Nope, still not doing it. Alright, let's try you again, Medicine Maker. Why is that code not working the way I want it to work? You know what? Here's something. Let's say retrieve once we move there. Let's try that. Because he definitely grabbed the bucket. There. Why is there no bucket in his hand? Alright, well, it's something I'm going to have to figure out another time. That's one of the challenges of this game, is to get things to work. Now, I could probably take a few bots and put them together to make this work, but right now, that's where I'm at. So next week we are going to continue on with BenSparkia, and we'll see where we're going from there, and we'll start to get some folk, and we'll raise those folk, and that will be the next stage that we're doing there. This is Drew Bennett from BenSpark Family Adventures. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as BenSpark, Facebook.com/BenSpark Family Adventures, and you can find me here making videos all the time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like or subscribe. That'd be fantastic. I would really appreciate it.